So let's just go into your scenario since you constantly are saying, oh, as soon as your money dries up, she's gonna leave you. Which, frankly, I have to say, what I've seen of how the stock market works within our favor, I have to say the money probably will never dry up. It'll probably always constantly recycle. Because, see, what you guys don't understand, me and Jason, we live on an actual budget, which is roughly about 4,000, 6,000 a month. We live on purposely. And everything we ever take out of the bank always seems to redouble itself. Because we live on that budget. We stay on that budget because we want to keep that money as long as we possibly can. But let's go on your scenario if the money runs dry. Let's go on your little conspiracy theory of me. You guys say, oh, as soon as the money runs dry, she's going to leave you. Well, I must say, my previous relationships, my men were not wealthy at all. They were, in fact, very, very poor. So, what was my relationship then the money too? Since they were poor, was my relationships with them about the money then? Or what was your take on what the relationship of ours was? Because apparently, your opinion of my relationship is what matters the most. Because we all know my relationship, you know, wraps around your whole fucking life and opinions, and everything you say is completely accurate and factual, right?
What what is up, everybody? Yeah, I love these old ones. You know, they age so well, like fine herpes. For real, man. What is up? How's everybody doing? Yeah, I love just going through these while I'm waiting for everyone just to come in. Listen to them again, playing them, because it's like nothing has literally changed. It's been the same script, no matter no matter what. And the money, nothing did happen, and and they did lose the money. So it's just, it's funny, you know. It is funny, the validation that we have when we realize that this was going to happen. But here, I'll let her talk a little bit more, then I'll get into the G-Man video. But that's what I was doing. I was just playing some of this, and I have some other cool videos. But thank you all for being here. Sorry about yesterday. Like the stream, and let's get back to this for a little bit.
I mean, you don't have to put proof or evidence on it. You just say it out of your fucking mind and actually believe it. So let's go on your view. What happens if the money runs dry? I do what any other fucking adult does. I go to work.
Yeah. She really did that, folks.
I go to work. And I earn my money. Like any other fucking adult. That's what happens. Am I going to leave Jason? No. Absolutely not. There's no reason for me to leave him.
Yeah, he wipes your ass. And, you know, it's funny because obviously she did not go to work. She never tried to go to work. She just kept on being lazy to the point where her kids were taken away. And to the point where they had to be forcefully removed from a motel. Jason wasn't going to work. So, no, she did not just go right back and get that job again, like she's saying. She made it worse. I mean, I think to most people, when CPS takes your children away, when your animals are dying, I think it's like, all right, I need to cut the bullshit. I need to stop smoking this, doing whatever I'm doing, allegedly. And I need to, like, get with the program, you know? I mean, she's on the wrong side of 40. So you would think at this point, she would be like, all right, I need to work. And like her old friend G-Man says, she is waiting to get that payday from the house. When that house money, or the money that he gets from that house goes to Jason, she's gonna definitely take a good amount of it, just like she spent his money in the first place. After she does that, yeah, I do believe that she'd be on her way, or if some other person comes along. Either or, folks.
Why? He has no money? Why would I leave him? What, you think that's all Jason has to offer me is just money? You think that he is that is that how you think of him? Is that how you think of him? Because what you say is a reflection of how you think about him, not about what I say. You know? Because there are a lot more to Jason than just his money. And always has been to me. Because our relationship was never been about money. And I think as I start pouring back the older videos with me and Jason,
Yes.
you're going to realize that it was never about money.
Sorry. That's
It
bullshit.
was about friendship. It was about companionship. It was about understanding each other and loving each other and respecting each other as individuals.
And meanwhile, to this date, they are living with nothing. They don't have a pot to piss in, window to throw it out of, because they just spent money and didn't think about tomorrow. You know, wasted it on Venmos and cryptocurrencies and here, give $500 to this idiot content creator because that guy is bald and has no fucking life. So let him go after other people. Or how about this other content creator that has female hips because he is a pool cleaner and he robbed people from his work at the cell phone company. Yeah, I'm sure he's not doing anything with his life. And then once it all dried up, did they help you? No, they didn't. They didn't help you, Shanny. So yeah, I shit on that statement. I say that statement is stupid.
And it's always been about that.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like triggered when I think that if someone comes at me, I'm gonna go back at them. I don't need to pay someone $500 to go at somebody. I mean, I don't know. I just think that's stupid. But that's just me.
Is our relationship perfect? No.
Celebrity shout outs.
What relationship is perfect?
Exactly. You know.
But though we do have problems in a relationship, we do fight. Like every other person in a relationship, they fight.
Yes, you did, Purple. What's up?
Though things that happen in our life can be misconstrued to other events, does not mean that we may not be perfect, but our love for each other is. Because our love for each other has always and always will be unconditional.
And, you know, like I always say, I am not sitting here saying that any relationship I ever been in is perfect, or any relationship anyone else has been in has been perfect. What I am saying and stating right now is, if it's rocky, don't put it on YouTube because you're gonna get called out. But I believe a lot of people, especially her old friends, when they say she does this purposely to get the views, to get people to call, to make videos on her, to bring it back to her. You know what I mean? Because Shanny is one of these few lolcows out here that really didn't, strike channels. You know, like I definitely do want to go into the foodie beauty stuff, but I know that she does strike channels if she don't like you. Truthfully, Trisha, same thing. She likes to strike channels. But Shanny over here, unless she really, really didn't like you, if you really pissed her off, got her folds in a flap, she really rarely strikes channels. And I believe because she wanted this to keep going. But I'll do a little bit more of this, and then I'll go into the G-Man video, and then I have something else. But thank you all for being here. Like the stream, folks. Hope everyone's having a good day.
It has always been completely unconditional. Like, yeah, sometimes we get mad at each other and we yell at each other.
Sometimes.
Like every other couple does.
Hey, Philly guy.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's very normal and typical of a relationship. See, I think,
no.
What if the money runs out? I know exactly.
This was a video, Crash, that she made just because people were like, yo, the money's going to run out. We were telling her in 2020, like, yo, the money's going to run out. The money's going to run out. Hamburgers was there. She'll tell you. She would say the same thing. And what happened is she'd be like, no, it's not. We have financial backing and everything. You know, Rebs Rev's family friend that was helping with all that. But the problem, folks, the problem, just like G-Man said in my interview with him, was that Shanny took hold of that financials and the reins of it. The financial guy could only advise you, just like a lawyer. It's up to you to go with his advisement. Go with his, like, I recommend you do this. Don't touch this. That weird cryptocurrency, I don't know about that. Don't put 100 grand in there. What are you doing? You're on your own now. So, yeah. Hey, what's up, cats? How you doing? An early one, yes. Well, I was going to go live yesterday, so I figured I'd do a midday and try to have it going for a while to give you guys something. I'm sorry about that. I just, I have type 1 diabetes, so sometimes when the sugar is not doing well, it just makes me just, I don't know, sit to a crawl. But I'm feeling a lot better today, thanks to all who were concerned. And you know what? Let me just say, I have the coolest crew in my Discord and in the comments, and even just when I put a post thinking that no one's gonna like it or even just look at it because no one ever used to before when I was like at 500 subs. It's just great to see, like, wow, I got 50 likes on that, and I was just like giving like a small dumb update, but it does affect me greatly. And I just want to say, guys, thank you for just being here for me. It has been a crazy journey the past couple of years, and I seriously wouldn't be doing this right now if it wasn't for all of you. Definitely the core audience, you guys know who you are, but just even people new coming in and just with the positivity, like, I really like it because it shows that there is still cool people out there, and I'm not like these dipshit content creators that I'm pretending to be something else and I don't like it. Ha ha ha. Like, I'm not like that. I never was. I'm just a guy doing my own thing, making people laugh, and that's it. If people like it, you can like. If you want to be a member or put in a dono, that's even cooler. But just being here, liking, is all I ask, and I just hope I can put a smile on your guys' faces. But that's enough of me rambling. Like another minute or two of this, and I'll go into the G-Man video. Thank you all, though, for being here. I do appreciate it, and I love you.
Exactly what I would do. I already have it planned out. I start doing Uber temporarily until I can start establishing myself a little bit better. And not only would I do Uber, but I try to get myself back into the cannabis industry.
Yeah, right.
And start selling products again from them.
Oh, cool.
That's
well, congratulations, Purple. Not only did you make it to a live today, but you were just gifted a membership. There you go. See? Didn't I tell you? You always want to come in because you never know what's going to happen in a live. But seriously, congrats. That's awesome for you. I'm glad that you got to get it live, and I'm glad that you got to be here at a live, and I'm glad you got to get a membership.
That's what I would do. And I wouldn't necessarily want Jason to work because, he doesn't have any job experience really. And I just...
Whoa.
Everything he's...
So she just said there she didn't want Jason to work because he didn't have any job experience. That is interesting. Yeah, he doesn't have job experience. Sure, I agree with that. But you know how you get job experience? You go out and get your friggin' job. I don't know if the thing is gonna come up, the alert. So I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Crash, for donating the 5 memberships. I'm sure everyone appreciates it, guys. You can put horns in the chat for Crash. He's awesome. So that's Mama T, Pauline, welcome. And Purple Moon, I saw. And who else? Okay, there she is. I'm just gonna let these play until I play the video again. Barb Brown. Cindy. Okay. Congrats, guys. And I hope you guys stay members. I hope I earn your membership. But thank you, Crash. I do appreciate it. And before I play the video, I just saw this comment. I love your channel. Other channels only speak to people they have known as a regular viewer. I will say hello and the whole chat ignores. I love this chat. Yeah, well, what can I say? Other channels, yeah, they're dickheads. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I thought you thought that as well. They are. They're assholes. They're so full of themselves. They're so narcissistic. I don't care. I don't feel like I'm any special than anybody else. Anyone can do this, you know? It's just doing it and getting out there and doing it and having fun. And I'm like, I need to, you know, without you guys, I don't have nothing. So I'm going to acknowledge everybody. And I try to always acknowledge the members, of course. And I feel it's best just to talk to everybody. But here, let me get back to this video before I get in trouble.
He's done for me. Everything he's done for me. I owe it to him to work for him. You know, I owe it. I owe him.
Hello.
You know, I don't mind being the breadwinner of the family if I need to be.
Hey, Bug.
It's not the first time I've been a breadwinner in the family. I've been.
You're the bread eater in the
I'll
family.
Work.
Breadwinner. She's bringing home the bacon.
That's what would happen if the money dried up. I'd work like any other fucking adult would.
Would you?
Because unlike some people who like to put rumors out there that I'm lazy and I don't work.
Yeah, right, mutton chop. Yo, she be eating this stuff. Yeah, if she was doing like DoorDash or something, Uber Eats. She'd be like, I thought that meant me, that they were feeding me, and I just would just go there and eat the food. I didn't know I had to bring it anywhere.
And blah, 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 blah. The only reason why they say that is because they're mad at me and they want to make me look bad. Probably because they feel guilty over the fucking horrible shit they've done to me.
Oh, awesome, Crash.
So they decide, okay,
happy to hear the
feeling
news.
Guilty, I'm going to try to make this person look bad. And that's usually how it is.
It's eating a job. to some people.
Love each other and don't love money, you'll just be just fine. Exactly.
Hey, Raccoon.
Are you a Christian? Yes, I am. I believe in Jesus Christ. Very much so. In fact, I know.
Well, you know, and that's why I always like to play these older videos, Purple, just to show the receipts that, you know, and sometimes I'm telling you, personally, it makes you feel nuts because you'll be like, wait a minute, didn't you say that when the money dries up, I'm going to do that? And then like, you're like, you lost your kids, your pets died. I think G-Man might have a cat. I don't know. That's my opinion. But you lost everything. And now when you said that when the money dried up and when you were resorting to living in a hotel that had toxic oil in the basement or whatever, because someone was stealing the copper, you didn't do nothing. You didn't do what you said you were going to do. But yeah, I love that. I love just showing the receipts because you know what? When she does come back, which she will, she's addicted to this stuff, like we all are. She's never going to be like, oh yeah, I thought that I would go back. Maybe she didn't realize that between spending all that money and then COVID, which kind of knocked down everybody, that she wouldn't have the energy to go back and work. But what bothers me is that's no excuse to, you know, abuse your children. That's no excuse to put that blame on them. And that's no excuse to not even try to have an at-home thing, anything. Because remember, this whole time that she had that $750,000 that Rev had, they weren't married purposely because the whole time she was still sucking off the teat of the government and using the food stamps and everything and what else. And, you know, again, that's fine to people that need it. But I think there's a difference between someone like her who had a boyfriend who had money and she's collecting at the same time. That's messed up. Living in a three-tiered, three-story condo, $3,000 a month, and still getting food stamps. It's so like, why did those kids ever have to go hungry? You know. And the more I think about that stuff, the more and more that pisses me off. But here, I'll play this, and then I'll go into the G-Man video.
Know him. But besides that point,
I agree, Sweaty.
you guys don't have a fucking clue of who I am or what I do or what I say, and you turn me into some kind of soap opera character, like dramatic, like Queen of Death. It's not who I am. I know you like to think me that way, but it's nowhere close to who I am. I'm a very given, compassionate person.
Yeah, sure you are.
Who wants people to love each other and care for each other.
All right, well, I'll get back to this. I will definitely get back to this. I want to watch this G-Man video because I want to see how caring and compassionate Shanny really is. You know, behind the closed doors when no one's around. And can you imagine, folks? Can you imagine? I'm pissed off what I know on her online. Offline, oh my God. There's nothing to stop her, right? There is no, but remember, she grew up in the 90s. It's okay. She grew up in the 90s. She could be as sick and disgusting as she wants to be.
Try to remove this here real quick. How do I remove this mess? I'm using this phone. I gotta start using my laptop again because this takes so long. And while you guys are listening to me, hello everybody, welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. I'll remove this in a moment. Just want to show you guys G-Cat again. You haven't seen him in a while. He's biting me. Little guy keeps anyway.
Oh, almost gave me a heart attack.
Taylor Vaughn has just donated $1.99 through Super Chat. So glad you're better. Yellow heart heart exclamation white heart.
Okay. I like that. Yellow heart heart exclamation white heart. Thank you so much, Taylor. I do appreciate it. I try to change these up every once in a while so people don't get bored with the same old Super Chat. And sometimes it's Streamlabs is in a mood. Sometimes it's not. Oh, so he has his own cat. Okay. That's good. Because I thought it was Shanny's cat for a second.
Just want to show you guys G-Cat again. You haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, okay.
He's biting me. Little guy keeps anyway. Say hello, G-Cat. Say hello.
Get off me! Stop!
Say hello.
I don't consent.
Oreo.
Help me!
What happened? Say it again. All right, good. So anyway, Oreo says hi. Yeah. Again, everyone, welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. This is not going to be a long video. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is going to be surprisingly short.
I mean, the last time I talked to Shanny Rep, I would have been like, hey, can I just take those two cats? Obviously, you can't take care of them. I have a cat. I already have, cat litter and cat food. I'm already set to go. Hey, Crash, you see standing behind your favorite background.
Because I'm not going to lie, I'm getting a little bit sick and tired talking about Shanny and Red, but I do have an update on those two. It ain't a big one. It ain't nothing significant. I sent them a $5 or $2 or a $5 Cash App request. I didn't send them any money, but I sent them a request, and I did it 2 or 3 days ago. And I think it was yesterday she declined the request, which means they have access to the internet, which means I believe they are at the uncle's. And I really, 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 really believe that's where they are.
Okay, devil's advocate here. I don't know if that's true. If someone sends you a super chat and then if you just decline, that means you do have internet. What if someone send it to you and you just never had the internet? Is there any way that it would just decline automatically because no one's responded to it? I do believe that there would be something put into place for that. He said 3 days ago. So I don't know. I need to look into that though. If Cash App, if you send it, if they will decline it because there has been no response. I'm not sure because I can't just go off of, well, she declined it. Why would she decline it? She has no money. That's surprising to me. Is she that spiteful? Well, yeah, she is. I'm talking about Shanny.
I don't think they're at the shelter no more. I think Rev swallowed his pride.
He swallowed something.
And he's going to meet the requirements of the uncle. Behave. He's going to meet the requirements of the uncle, and then I think that's where they're at right now. I'll know for certain soon. Probably as early as Sunday, because I have to go over there and take care of some business, not at the uncle's, but just in Scranton in general. So again, everyone, welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. What I'm going to do in this stream here real quick is I'm going to show everybody some of these text messages, not text, the text I used to get on the phone that you guys wanted to see on StreamYard. So I'm going to show you guys some of that now.
Wow, that is crazy. I didn't know cats can go 18 years. We have a bird, cockatiel, and they can go to like 30 years. It's crazy that some animals can live so crazy ass long.
I will temporarily not be able to see the comments. If I go back to the comments and I see a super chat, I'll stop what I'm doing.
Oh, he requested. Okay, thanks, Bug Love.
I'll read the super chat and then I'll get back to it. If nobody gives one, as a matter of fact, if you guys could do me a favor and don't send any today, that would be great, because then I can just focus on what I want to do here real quick, because I am tired and I want to go to bed. So let me show some of you guys this real quick. I have to go to brand. I'm using my phone here again, and I'm using this phone stand. As a matter of fact, let me try to use this light here. Okay, cool. There we go. That's even better. All right. So, because the internet where I'm at is just not good. I can't use my laptop like I would like to. And then this would be a lot easier, and then I can do a longer stream. But I want to show you what Shanny was saying to me about drag in private. Now, mind you, I'm not innocent, because I said a lot of stuff too, but I didn't say it on social media though. I said it
behind the scenes,
off air, either on the phone to somebody or in person. But do I show them the Skype one first? Okay, so let me show you the Skype one first. This is the new one, and the other ones are old. This one, this is around their birthday. And I think a lot of you saw the video where Shanny was making that claim that all she wanted was a pizza for her birthday. I think a lot of you remember that, right? Well, check this out. That's a bunch of nonsense.
Oh, hold on. Jason. Shanny and I have been doing nothing but discussing the future. Ha ha ha. We're working on it. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention in terms of gifts, for my birthday, if you're going to give me Delta 8, I prefer just the oils. I don't like the edibles. Thanks, bro. I look forward to seeing you. I was talking to Shanny about it. She wants all the oils too. Those edibles you give us, they have a tendency to make us sick. So oils are better, and they don't give me a split lip. And then G-Man says, "Very good. I was planning on getting Delta 8, but I'll think about it."
What you're looking at is messages sent to me from Shanny or Rev themselves via the hotel when they were there, and you can read this for yourself. It says, "Shanny and I have been doing nothing but."
Yo, it's been like 2 years, Gypsy, of doing it. I would do it like here and there, and people would hear it. They were like, "What is that? Do it again." I'd be like, "Nah," because I'd actually be too embarrassed. But then I just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. So I think I have it almost perfected.
But discussing the future, we're working on it. And the reason why he said that is because I told them that if I either sell the house or if I start renting it out and I start giving them money, they need to have a plan, because I'm not going to keep giving them money like this. There's going to be a time when it was going to be over. And that's why he said that. Then, actually, I can actually put this back on comments. Hold on a minute. There we go. Make sure nobody gave nothing good. Nobody gives super chats. I don't want nobody to give me a super chat today, please. Okay, so this next one says,
you know what? I'm actually surprised he was able to figure out how to put a chat on the screen.
Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention in terms of gifts for my birthday. If you are going to give me Delta 8, I look forward to seeing you. That wasn't Shanny talking there. That was Rev. And then he would later say that Shanny wants the same thing too. And that's the last message there, and that's important. It says, I was talking to Shanny about it. She wants oils too. Those edibles you give us have a tendency.
Oh no, I just started coffee. Oh, sorry. You don't need an internet. Okay, you just need to survive. No, we're just all just hanging out. I was just showing some clips. I'm only like about 7 minutes in on his video.
Didn't see to make us sick. So oils are better. And that's because they would eat these edibles in a span of 24 hours. They would go right through this stuff. And I'm talking about $200-$300 worth of that stuff that I would give to them. Let me take this one down to get to the other ones. I want to talk about this very briefly though, because Shanny, I know you're watching. That's number one. So you got on here and you lied to everybody and you told everybody that you wanted a pizza. Okay. Yes, I missed your birthday, but when I came over there, I gave you what you requested, which was the oils. And then I took Rev across the street to go get the stuff from Dollar General. You know, the food that you guys wanted, the cat food that you guys wanted, the Red Bulls that you guys wanted, all the stuff that you guys asked me for. I went and took them food shopping. And then Jason stopped me from spending the amount of money I wanted to spend to help them because he wanted to make sure he was going to get some smokes. I told him I would have got him that anyway, but he wanted to specifically stop me for that. Now,
I need a cigarette.
One time that they asked me to do a fundraiser for them to be able to get out of there, to get an apartment or do anything like that, anything that's going to last long or whatever. They just wanted stuff for right then and there. It was never long term or anything like that. So I wanted to show everybody proof. And I think I also have proof about $30 too. If I don't have that one today, you'll get that one in the last installment of this. And that'll be part 3. And by the way, that's going to be a 2-hour stream when I do that one. Because when I do the 2-hour stream, I want to show everybody. Well, actually, I'll
all right, cool. Thanks, Mama T. I appreciate that. So you have 14 days to cancel a Cash App request before it's deleted. Okay, so then he's right then. Then she definitely has access to the internet to cancel that. But thank you so much. I do appreciate that because I wasn't informed. I didn't get to read the whole terms of service on that Cash App. Thanks.
I'll let that be I'll let that be a surprise. We should be able to do the 2-hour stream either on. If I don't do it on Sunday, I'll do it on. It'll be sometime next week, but it's going to be done. Here's what she said about drag via text message. She does blame. Right, well, first of all, she was blaming me, and we'll look at those messages later about how she was blaming me. But I want to show you how drag was the one who ruined her life. It wasn't the Delta 8. It wasn't the weed. It wasn't her getting on here blurting out her business. It wasn't the fact that she didn't know what to do with money. It wasn't the fact that this woman was calling people the N-word on here.
And again, stuff that we should have talked about yesterday. I agree with everybody. But with that being said, I do agree. A lot of this was brought on to Shanny herself. Nobody ruined her life. She likes this stuff. She likes the drama. You know, she gets a euphoric feeling out of it, and she gets people to come to her channels where she can try to manipulate them into saying, no, they just don't like a obese woman trying to make it today. And, did I mention that I'm Christian? Joshua Hamashimashima, you know, I'm Adam, and this is my David. I'm Sandalphon, and this is Megatron. And we're here to fight the Decepticons.
Like life of a free spirit and other people like myself and everything and whatnot. It had nothing to do with that. This one is right here is where I'm looking at the drag one here, and I got it circled there. Now, the interesting thing about this is you got to remember I had my contract video out against drag, so I wasn't saying nothing about him in public. But behind the scenes, we were talking about him.
Okay, contract video. My God. Yo, folks, I'm telling you now, when I get to the point where I'm talking about contract videos, you guys gotta say, Draven, you gotta take a month or two break, because that's insane. I'm sorry, that's insane, G-man, that's insane. You are being nuts now. So Shanny says, Drag deserves a tortured death. I hate him so much for ruining my life and my dreams. Everything I love is taken away. I hate them. I need you now, G-Man. What did he do this time? He's just profiting off me while taking G-Man's ability away. What? Taking G-Man? Taking what? What the hell did she say? I want him gone. I hate him so much. Like, Jesus really needs to avenge me. Jesus. Come on. Internet drama. Jesus, come help me.
So you can actually see what was being said here. And the reason why I got to squint to look at this, again, I'm looking at my phone. These words are really little, and it's hard for me to see any of this. So let me just get to this here again. It says, Drag deserves to be tortured to death. I hate him so much for ruining my life and my dreams. Everything I love is taken away. I hate him. And then I said, because I'm the person in the green there that's talking. I said, what did he do this time? And then Shandy.
Oh shit! I'm just saying, you know, I think it gets to a point here where people just get too much. You know, that's why I only do this 2 or 3 days a week. I'm sorry if you do this every day. Like if it's like your main source of income, then I get it. But if you're just doing this every day and you have a perfectly good spouse that works and you have children, no, you're a freaking lolcow. There's no excuse for 12-hour streams. And because I'll tell you, I'm saying this because what happens, and this happens to most people, is it starts to infect your life. Okay? And anybody, I don't care who you are, it does start to infect your life. And I can't have it infect my life. And will never want to take this with me. You know what I mean? Once I turn off the computer, that's it. I have to always keep looking on what's happening and updating. But this stuff can infect you. And I try to warn people like, hey, like, you don't know. You get so sucked up into it. And I never want to end up like some of these people that think that they're talking about cows and then eventually become the cows themselves because of just insanity. But yeah, I'll write that down for you. I'll say, take me out back, bring me to the glue factory, all that.
He says he's just profiting off of me while taking GMT ability away. I don't know what GMT ability is, guys. I'm sorry. Then she said, I want him dead. I hate him so much. Like Jesus really needs to avenge me.
Hey, Carlos.
Okay. And the thing that she seems to be mad about, if you go back a couple of lines, was Drag apparently taking away her ability to be able to monetize her YouTube channel, right? And then you see what I said there. I'm not going to read all that because, like I said, this is really small and I can't even see it. But you can.
Yeah. It's really small. No, I get it. You don't want to, you know, you don't know how to delete the comments or block them out, but you're just saying it's small because you don't want to read it because you're embarrassed by it. Dude, it's all right. I get it. You don't have to say anything. Pearl Moon says, hey, where you guys think Shanny and Rev are now? My guess is with the uncle. I think Rev being on the local news embarrassed him into taking them back. Maybe. I mean, can you imagine? You know, Purple Moon, can you imagine like that's your nephew, the nephew that gave you the house that you're living in now, and you're like, you know, turn on the news and you're like, oh my God, and maybe it hits him like, wow, you know, this guy's obviously not going to walk away from his problem, which is shit. And like I always say, Rev is not innocent in what he did. You know, there's always the option and excuse to take a walk. By what I will say, sometimes in the heat of the moment, it is hard to take a walk. And I've even been guilty of that in the past. I mean, shit. Years ago, when growing up, you know, my parents are divorced. I've dealt with it. And yeah, and it sucks. But, you know, you have to learn how to understand yelling is one thing. Getting physically violent to me is another thing. You know, I feel like I'd rather yell all day than get my fists out and take my aggression out that way. But, you know, with all that being said, I do feel like Rev is a kind of a victim in his own way because Shanny sought him out. And in my last video, I don't know if you guys watched it, I was playing an old Shanny video and Rev basically told her to leave him alone, focus on taking care of her 2 kids. You're a mother. This is what you're supposed to do. I was surprised. I was highly surprised that Rev would ever say that. I didn't know Rev was like that at one point. But you know what? You know who told me that? Actually, G-Man. G-Man told me that. He said, watch any of those old streams with Nadia Chambers. Watch any of his old Google Hangouts. Watch any of his old Fundy videos, and you will see a different Rev. A Rev that wasn't so cucked by Shanny, so to speak. You know, that wasn't beaten into silence to be submissive to her. And I just couldn't believe it that he did tell her to focus on the children. Don't focus on me. I'm a drunk. I have problems, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, she got kicked out Christmas Eve and she had to go there.
You can all see it there for yourself so you can see what's being said. So now, Drag is responsible, according to Shanny, for destroying her dreams, taking everything that she has, and she just hates him and she wants him dead. A lot of you may not remember this, but if Sabella is watching, I think she is. A lot of you may not remember this, but how many of you remember the interview that Shanny did on Brett King's YouTube channel? Sabella.
I did an interview with her as well. Didn't work out so well. Well, it was more like her yelling at me. But yes, exactly. The never-ending soap drama. A drama that I'm telling you that I won't get too, you know, sucked up in. You know, because there's another thing that happens when doing this. You meet people, and those people actually become cool with you. And that's the only reason why you wouldn't want to stop doing something like this. But I'm telling you, if without meeting you guys, I probably would have stopped this a long time ago. I was actually ready to before people started coming again. I was like, you know what? I think I'm done with this. But that's how life is, folks. When you say you're done with this, karma comes in and says, no, you're not.
If you have it, you might want to give that to those guys. And that's when Brett Keane interviewed Shanny, and Shanny said that yours truly deserved a bullet in his head while I was living in that house. As a matter of fact, she said that a couple of times that I deserved a bullet in my head. Now, I've been looking for that, and I've been looking for that, and I've been looking for that. None of these archive channels have that. What you need is the interview with Shanny for Christ when she went on Brett Keane's YouTube channel. And she made that famous statement. That's when she was trying to buy Brett. She was giving Brett $100 here, $200 there. And I think she even gave Brett like $500 or something like that. So,
yeah, Hamburg, I agree. You know, and people have to understand, G-Man makes assumptions. He should say, this is his opinion. Because there was something else that G-Man said that someone ran with that they were still like sleeping in the car or something, and someone went online and it ended up not being true. And so remember, G-Man doesn't know any more than all of us at this point. He was their friend and he's not anymore. All he knows is that Shanny has access to the internet, and that's all he knows at this point. That doesn't mean that he's at the uncle's house. Remember, the uncle didn't want them, just like G-Man didn't want them. And remember, folks, why didn't the uncle want them? Because Shanny's gross. Say it with me. Shanny is gross. You know, like, can you imagine? He go downstairs and he smells that smell. You know, ugh. She don't bathe. I can't believe Rev wipes her butt. I'm sorry. That's something that I'll never get my head around.
And then Brett told me what she was saying. He interviewed Shanny because he was on Shanny's side, I think, in the beginning, with the whole house situation and some of the claims that was being made about me regarding cut it out. Cut it out. Some of the claims that was being made about me regarding other women here on YouTube and trying to steal from her or whatever, even though they gave me the things that was in the house. And I made videos about this in the past, and I said, how is it stealing when you gave it to somebody? That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? So, and there's videos of this, and I have text messages of this. As a matter of fact, I believe I have that on, but the problem is G Plus ain't around no more. I'll have to look at.
Oh no, Taylor, that was just some idiot fucking around about Brett. It was a joke. Bad joke, but a joke.
Under my OG Plus thingies, but there are plenty of comments there which you said is yours. You could do what you want with it. Throw it in the garbage. They don't care. Yada yada yada. So she's full of it. But if Sabella has it, because Sabella was recording everything at the time.
Yeah, Marie. Shanny's claim is she can't. Oh, G-Man's claim and Shanny's claim and Rev's claim is that Shanny just can't reach back there. Super duper gross. And you know what? It's more than just that. I'm sure that the uncle was just sick of her, like her narcissism. And looking at his nephew that he knows obviously a lot more than Shanny does, knowing how he was, and then seeing how he is now. I'm sure that pissed him off. And then her using this moniker of Christ and everything, and she's a good Jesus woman, and these trolls are attacking. And not only that, remember, people sent the uncle videos of them destroying that Colorado house. And it's just, Rev is unfortunately can't be trusted. All the guy had to do is just get a job at the local gas station. I'm sure the uncle would have taken him back. Hell, I think even G-Man would have taken him back if they would have had a job. He said that all they needed to do was just to get a job and pay the rent, pay your bills, and whatever. You can stay there.
There was an interview that Brett Keane did with Shanny.
I know, right?
Shanny said that I deserve the bullet in the head. I'm going to talk to Brett too and see if Brett has a copy of any of that stuff, because if he does, then I'll replay it on my channel so you can all hear it for yourself. And this happened during the first eviction time when Shanny evicted me from the house or whatever. So you all saw it for yourself. She was blaming a dragnet for all of that stuff. Well, let me show you something here real quick. You saw this in the Shanny Chronicles Part 1. Actually, going longer than.
Yeah, I guess not. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm so used to allegations all over here that I forget. Oh yeah, that's actually. She admits that. It's just still weird. I can't believe, because a lot of times G-Man says that they just say stuff to surprise people. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired. If I was Rev, I wouldn't have done a lot of stuff. That hair is one of them. Shanny's another one. But I definitely wouldn't do that. I'd be like, sorry, you're on your own. You better go take a bath every time you got to take a crap.
I know I was supposed to. I think my battery can support this. I want to show everybody. Yeah, and one of the things that I noticed is not even Irate Alex. Dragnut might have it on his channel, maybe on private, but not even Irate Alex has a copy of it, because when I looked at his documentary videos, he didn't even have a copy of Shanny saying I deserve the bullet in my head. But I bet you Isabella has it. Let me see something here. Next text message. These are the ones that I was reading to you guys last week. But I'm going to have to do this in a certain order so that you can get this in proper context. And this is when she's raging at me and blaming me for the same stuff. I want to show everybody. So you got copies of this. In the event that something happens to yours truly. So that's the first one. Oh. And as you can see, this is what I was reading last week.
All right, hold on. You can't even admit to it because you're a coward, and I hate what you did to me in my life. You ruined it by pushing the racist fucking asshole. We actually gave you a house and money, but we are racist. Fuck you. You set up white people just to take from them and point racist at them. You're the real racist, but you will get away from it with it because you're black. Oh, yeah, ha ha, because he's black. Oh, so fuck you, G-Man. Yeah, fuck you, G-Man. Oh, you ruined my life and you're too much of a child to admit it. Yeah, like you really owe me. Like, I swear, that's what it would sound like. Because Shanny would make these videos and Rev would be behind her going, yeah, ha ha. Like a woodpecker on crack.
I think this is it, right? Is it this one? Yeah. You can't even admit it because you're a coward. And I hate what you did to me in my life. You ruined it by pushing that you're a racist. Cuss word. We actually gave you a house and money. But we are racist. Cuss word, you. You set up white people just to take from them and to point racist at them. You are the real racist, but you will get away with it because you're black. So cuss word you, G-man. You ruined my life. You're too much of a child to admit it. Like you really owe me. And then the next one here, after that one, I believe is this one.
What?
Wait a minute, that's not it. Is this it?
No, it wasn't. Hold on, wait.
Really owe me.
Okay. You don't deserve mercy. None of you do, really, because I never got mercy. Just hate on top of hate. And fake friend who just wanted our shit. Enjoy your stuff. Hope it stinks. Hope it stinks. Why would she say that? It feels like guilt. No, you know why it stinks? Because you guys smell. Hope it stinks. He did say that computer smelled. I pray God strikes you down for this. Attacking a woman. You're racist trash.
Wait a minute, that's not it. Is this it?
This is funny.
No, this is the first one I should have read, I think. Okay, so let me read this one here. It says,
I felt like that yesterday, Robbie.
Okay, you are the real racist, but you will get away with it because you're black. So blank you, G-man. You ruined my life, and you are too much of a child to admit it. Like you really owe me. And then she says, you don't deserve mercy. None of you do really, because I never got mercy. Just hate on top of hate. And a fake friend who just wanted our cuss word. Enjoy the stuff.
Yeah, right.
Hope it stinks and feels like guilt. I pray God strikes you down for this, attacking a woman. You're a racist trash. So anyway, so I'm a little confused, Shanny, if you're watching this, Shanny. First you blame Dragnut for destroying your life. And then you said that I did it. Who destroyed your life? Did we both do it? If we both did it, how did we do it, Shanny?
You know, and the only problem with G-Man is he should have said something to her sooner. The fact that he had to withdraw from paying their motel rent, that was not his responsibility, you know, when you get down to it. It was not his responsibility. I'm surprised he did it for as long as he did, with her spouting this crap at him. Can you imagine someone's helping you financially and you're calling them all these names, you know, like on messages every day. He's going to work. He's doing something that they should do, and he's helping them out. It's crazy. It's a manipulation tactic. Shanny's never done anything wrong. Everyone does it to her. You know, not one message I see in there. You know what? Thank you for helping us during our difficult time right now. It's difficult, and I'm trying to come to terms with what to do. And I'm working with CPS, and I'm working with counselors to get my children back. So thank you. No, none of that.
Now, I'm not ignorant. I know Dragon made a whole bunch of videos about you and everything. But you said I destroyed your life. I destroyed your life because you got on YouTube and you decided to invite the whole world into what was going on between the three of us. And you called me the N-word. And then when you was told to stop, you did it again. And then you called me the N-word again. And then you continued to do it. Then on top of that, Shanny, you know what you did? You said you wasn't going to apologize for it. You said I deserved to be called that. Then you tried to say you were going to normalize it. Then Life of a Free Spirit came into it. Then you started calling her the word. Then your man called Drag the N-word over and over and over again. It's like you ruined you. You got on social media and you broke a major rule during a very sensitive time in history and decided to say those things. And you didn't own up to it. You didn't apologize. Well, you didn't sincerely. Well, that's debatable on whether or not. Let me do something here real quick, guys, because people are texting me. Hold on. Let me stop this noise right now. Hold on.
Yeah, you got to turn off those notifications.
Hold on. Where's okay? There we go. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, Life of a Free Spirit, me, Drag. I have text messages, what you call Grant Ultimate Villain, a racist. I have text messages where you're calling me.
I'm sorry, this is very, very late, but thank you, Crash, for the Cash App. I appreciate it. I know some people are okay with that shout out, and some people don't like it. Just let me know, like, I guess in the Cash App, if you don't want me to shout you out or not. But some people are okay with it. I don't ignore it on purpose. I just try to respect people's privacy when they don't want to, when they want to just be a silent supporter, which is fine with me. Just let me know beforehand before I say something, because I assume you want me to say something. But thank you, Crash, though. Anyway, back to this.
Miss Parker are racist. I have, as a matter of fact, you have quite a bit black people being racist. You keep saying that we're racist now. We're racist and we're racist. Never owning up to any of the things that came out of your own mouth, Shanny. That's why I'm going to do a special 2-hour stream. And I'm going to have to delete that the same day I make it, because I won't be a YouTuber no more by keeping it on my channel. So, because that's how many different times you're going to hear her and her man use the N-word. I think what I might do is pre-record it, premiere it, let it stay on here for about a half an hour so that people can download it or whatever, and then I'll delete it. I think I'll do that. But yeah, Shanny, nobody destroyed your life but yourself. You got involved with this man that had 700 grand. You got in his life. He was somewhat disciplined before he met you. You got involved in his life. You got him into the spending. You convinced him that having a family was really expensive, and 700 grand wasn't going to really do it long term or whatever. And you just basically spent yourself into poverty. But you don't want to take no responsibility for that, right?
Well, yeah, she definitely did. And if anyone wants clarification, you should look up Burnt Toasty Toast. She has a great video of Shanny's Christmas haul, where most of, I would say 75 to 80% of the Christmas gifts were going to Shanny and Rev. And mind you, most of these gifts were ruined, cat pooped on them, or someone else did that. They were puked on, or they were just left in Colorado. And the kids were, they had the minimalist of stuff. One thing Shanny wanted to show off was her coal bags. And I've said before, kids that I knew who got coal on Christmas, they got PTSD. It'd be like they were in the war. Like, what happened to you, little Johnny? My mommy gave me coal. She wants me dead. Like, seriously, it messes with kids' brains when you give them coal. Just saying.
You don't want to take no responsibility for the fact that all you do is sit on your big behind all day playing video games all day. You don't want to take no responsibility for that, do you? You don't want to take no responsibility for the fact that you continually lie to yourself as well as to your man and try to convince the both of you that neither one of you can work. And we both know that's not true. We both know you have opportunities where you can sit down and you can earn an income. Okay, you keep getting on here saying that you've been fired from jobs and you've been fired from jobs. You never been fired from any job on YouTube, because this was never a job. You never made enough money on here to survive. You might have made enough money to make, to buy a couple of things.
I will say this: if she's so mentally ill, like some of these content creators are, and that thinks that this was her job, is it our fault to rebuttal? Or is this Google/YouTube's fault for allowing her to have a platform? There's so many ways you could take this. And I feel like, that needs to be looked at as well. Because if she was not allowed, if there was like some sort of psychiatrist or psychologist or someone to deal with mental health on here, just to look at everyone's individual channel, I know it would take forever. But if someone had if there was some sort of a button to have, hey, look at this person, I don't think they should be on here, just saying. And if someone said, you know what, I don't think you should be on here because you say too much personal stuff, and understand that this is a platform and people will come at you. I think a little bit of help through Google could show people that you shouldn't be doing stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm just spitballing that one.
But the way you were talking to people, you were never going to be on here long term. So don't give me that garbage. I didn't destroy anything, nor did I steal anything, nor did I take anything. Nothing like that ever happened. It was you who made a stream. You contacted me, said you had an offer for me, and you gave it to me. And then when I took it after you gave it to me, you told the world that I stole it. But again, Sabella, if you're watching this, Sabella, find the Brett Keane interview where everybody was talking about how she was buying friends, because during this time she was giving money to Hannah Stout, she was giving money to Brett Keane, she was giving money to various different people. And then I think if you go on either Shabby for Christ or XX Archive, one of them got it, where she makes the announcement that she's not giving nobody else no more money. And she does it in a very condescending way.
She never offered me nothing. I never gave her money. She never gave me money. Because I figured that, you know, that she was okay. Why would I need to give her money? She had 700 grand. And then after seeing the child abuse, I'm like, yeah, maybe you should, you know, get some services or something. But the fact that she gave like, what, 10 now? That's up to 10 creators money. And we're not talking about like $20, $50. We're talking about a couple of hundo, 500, 1,000 to some people, just to attack other people. That's how I kind of found her, because she was talking about Irate Alex and trying to pay for him to go at somebody else. This is just what Shanny used to do. I mean, obviously, she has no money to do this anymore, but this is kind of how it started. She did start a lot of these problems.
But Brett Keene's got the mother load, because Brett Keane got the one where Shanny said I deserve to get a bullet in my head. All right.
I think he took her friendship back.
If people want to get in contact with me, you can do it in the comment section. You can email me, or if you do a live stream, you can talk to me there. My email is gtv3@gmail.com. gtv3@gmail.com. As a matter of fact, let me put it on here so everybody can see it, because I think I still have it here.
Yeah,
Banners.
that'd be better.
Where's my old email at? I still check this email. Nobody really sends anything to that no more though. It's a gtv3@gmail.com. I think I deleted it when I lost the channel. It's gtv3@gmail.com. Okay. No, I tried to get in touch with them. I sent the
Yeah.
I can't show you because it's on this phone. Actually, can I?
Well, you know what, Coffee, Christian, I'll say this. I've heard some people say negative things against her and against her community, petty fam and stuff. And like I said this before, like, I know not everyone in that community likes me, but if the content creator is cool with you, then you should not have a problem. You know, I mean, people aren't going to like people. That's just the facts. But you got to separate the creator from the community. You know what I mean? The art from the artist. You really do, because there's a difference. And I think when you mess with someone's community long enough, then they have to rebuttal you. It's just the facts. You know what I mean? Some dickhead was trying to mess with my community the other day, and yeah, and it was done before he even started, because he's just a stupid fucking moron. But with that being said, I can understand how a content creator needs to protect their community. And if someone's attacking a community, then don't do that. You know what I mean?
I think I can.
Simple.
Hold on.
People want to make it more than it is.
But I would have to use a different phone, and that depends if this phone's even on. My phone is cracked. I'm gonna show you what I did. Hold on. I'll show you all what I'm talking about in a minute.
Had a blowout. Uh-oh.
If you want to get in contact with Shanny and Rev
Brett.
and know if they're alive, all you gotta do is send them a Cash App request or something like that, and they'll respond to it. I'm gonna show everybody what I did here.
Yes, please. I'm falling asleep, G-Man. That's the one thing. He's kind of boring. He needs to
Where is it?
work
Where
on
is it?
that. I gotta stab myself with pins every like 10 minutes. Hey!
Oh, really?
Oh.
Really?
What? Tell me. Your high pitch is
okay.
intriguing.
So I'm gonna show everybody this. I'm not gonna show all of the personable information on here and whatnot. But what I did was I sent them a $2 Cash App request. Why won't they let me see this here? Oh, okay. I see. So why did it say it that way then? Oh, anyway, so I sent them a $2 Cash App request, and she declined it. That's the only way it would have happened. But this is it being declined. I don't know if you guys can actually see that or not.
I can. What?
But that's how I know that she's
Hold on, let me go back.
It being declined. I don't know if you guys can actually see that or not.
I think it says, "I saw the news. Are you okay?" Okay,
but that's how I know that she's that's how I know that they have internet, because you need the internet in order to decline it.
But again, folks, she would have the internet in a facility, because these days, I don't know if you all know, the internet it used to just be a privilege, but it's almost basically a right now. You can get it for free, even if you're poor. So it's basically because most things are on the internet, so they can't deny her that, even in a group home. So I'm just saying, it doesn't mean anything. So just like Hamburger said, we have to be better and not run off of rumors and salacious rumors to get views and clout and stuff. Because you never know.
So no, but as far as them actually reaching out to contact me, no, I haven't even heard nothing regarding the house, because everybody on the block, I mean, it's pretty embarrassing. Everybody on that street saw the news.
Oh.
And both my neighbors said if they come anywhere near the house, they're going to call the police. So,
wow. Wow. Can you imagine? You know what? I am really surprised, but I think Jason can't help himself but to be on TV, or to be on, forgetting, oh wait, people know my face. I was surprised though that I did not see Shanny, but it's interesting that she actually knew better. Like, oh, I better not put myself on the TV. They'll really have the lulz.
like it's a big thing out there. You know what I mean? The neighbor I have on my left and on my right said that they're going to call the authorities if they see them anywhere near it. So pretty serious. It's pretty serious. Small town, everybody knows each other. But anyway, just wanted to make this quick video. Yeah, so apparently Drag destroyed her life and I destroyed her life equally, I guess. You know what I mean? Because when we were talking and we were buddies, it was all good. Now the funny thing about this is that they was living in the house when she said this to me. They was living in the house when they said this to me. Okay, I was getting called all kinds of derogatory things while they were living in it and biting my tongue trying to help them. Because you got to remember, I'm not doing this because I want to be a good person, and I'm not doing this because I want people to look at me and go, you know what I mean? I'm doing this because of what Christ said. That's the only reason I was helping them. I tell everybody that it was up to me, I would have never opened the door. But because of my relationship with Jesus Christ, that is why I was helping them.
Yo, I got a question. Why is it like, if anyone else that's not religious says they hear voices, they think they're a schizo, they think they're this and that, they need to get mental help and treatment and be on medication. But if you just say, oh, no, it's okay, it was God. Oh, yeah, cue the violins and the harps. And this is coming from a religious person. Why is that okay? Even I can't wrap my head around that backwards bullshit.
but you want to know what? God opened my eyes to some things.
Gary.
I got to see these people for who they really are.
G-Man and Jesus.
And I'm done. Beckle, if you're watching this, Beckle, I did get your text message today. It is true that they are no longer at the house. They are no longer at the hotel either. I think the uncle was helping them, and I have good reason to believe that. I'll know for sure once I go over there and go see if the car's over there or whatever. Yeah, I can just get on get an Uber and just have the Uber drive by and then see whether or not the car's parked there. And if I see it, then I'll know for sure if they're there or not. Well, they was talking about that. Gigi Allen says they must have latched on to someone.
No,
yeah, you're right. They was talking about when they was on Twitch that. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Shanny took down all of her videos on Twitch. There's only like 3 videos up, and they're all 30 seconds long. Okay, so they had internet long enough to be able to do that. I think what they're doing, because I've been around them for so long, is that they're attempting to punish YouTube because of how they would treat it. But Shanny's gonna get the itch back probably in about another week or something like that.
Get the itch? What's the itch? Ew. Get the itch back. You know what? I thought so. I didn't want to say nothing because what was it, like a couple days ago, like 4 days ago, I was able to not see any of her videos on my phone. And then it was these 30-second ones. And then I went on my computer and I was able to see her videos. And I'm like, okay, cool, they're still here. But then now it's like this on my computer. So that tells me, yeah, she purposely did that. So there's just some clarification for that.
So the uncle took Shanny back in. Even she called him a cucumber the very first day he opened the home for them. He must be.
Who calls someone a cucumber?
I'll tell you this though, they won't be able to stay there if she disrespects him though, because he ain't got the patience. He ain't got the patience anywhere near like I did. A lot of people don't. Do you think they'll ever change their ways? If they actually get away from each other, maybe. Sabella says no.
And you know, I'm with Hamburgers here. I find it hard to believe, very hard to believe that they would be there. You know, remember, folks, if you let somebody stay with you for a period of time, right? And then you go to your house, said place, to check on them, and the place stinks, like really bad, like a pig trough, and you guys spend weeks to have a cleaning crew come in and bleach the whole area. Do you really want them back in your life? I mean, I think a lot of it is Shanny. I think Rev, if he was by himself, the uncle can get him to start bathing and try to get him to either get a job or something, because he'd have another figure in his life that, you know, a family member in his life. He won't just have Shanny in his ear. I think without Shanny, without them being separated, they're never going to change. But I do find it hard to believe that the uncle would take them back. I'm still with the idea that they're in the group home. You know, a group home can give them internet, can give them a lot of stuff. A group home can set them up with food stamps if they didn't lose it already, and Medicaid, and, you know, or whatever, Pennsylvania healthcare, whatever they call it, medical, and all that stuff. Maybe even housing assistance because of this. You know, now would I say that maybe Rev went down there to steal the copper, you know, get money from the copper and get set on the path to get help? Who knows? I find it very convenient, though. I definitely do, that they go from that, and then, like, what, a couple hours later, the news is at the place? I mean, come on. Come on. I was born at night, but not last night. And you know what? Now I'm staring at this. Now I see cats. Look, there's the eyes, and they're like whiskers and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I've seen like 6 things through that crazy wallpaper.
But it depends if they get away from each other. I think Jason has a good chance of being different. Shanny needs to go through some things before she understands that she can't talk to people like that. She needs to go through some things.
Yes.
And it might take a few years for that to happen. She needs to be humbled. More than what she's being humbled now.
Well, you know, remember, Carrie, just the fact that her first husband, Doug, who she claims is still in jail and claims that he was the meth head, you're telling me that she didn't do that ever with him? And you know, I mean, I know enough about relationships where if one party's doing something, the other party's most likely doing it too, unless they're hiding it. But you know, the fact that Shanny is such a control freak with her relationships, like you have to be around me 24 hours a day. I don't think Doug was hiding meth use. So yeah, I think Shanny has done it before. I think that's where her teeth went, alleged. and I can agree that that she's showing Rev some crazy stuff
before she finally gets it. All right, so guys, I'm going to do a 2-hour stream, and this is going to be the last time I'm going to be talking about these two until they come back on YouTube. I'll do it either on Sunday, or you will see me doing it either Thursday or Friday next week, and that's when I'm going to start showing the little bit of stuff I got left, and whatever else I have on here or whatever. But I am getting tired of talking about them, and I want to come up with some different topics because honestly and truthfully, I didn't.
You know, I was just talking about something like this the other day. I play music too, Coffee, and you know, that sucks that happened, but it's a good thing that you can turn a negative into a positive. I try to do that all the time on my negative. When I look back on things that wasn't so great, to try to turn that into some sort of music or some sort of story. So that's good to do that because, you know, this way it doesn't affect you that way, and it shows your creativity.
Decide to become some reaction person where I want to get on here and then talk about these two forever. I want to get on here. I want to teach them a lesson. I think the lesson has been taught, and I'm going to be moving on. So, oh yeah, and there's videos with both of them claiming that they're going to work. I have a brief little clip here on that where Rev claiming he knows how to operate a register. He knows how to count.
He still is putting on this fake deal.
Yeah, I mean, how long is he gonna drag this shit in Rev made me lose the house? It's been 9 months. You telling me in 9 months he couldn't get a job?
9 months? Come on, dude.
In this economy, when job unemployment is the lowest,
you know,
what is he doing?
Convenient we always used to go to get the beers.
Yo, I'd be like, get your finger out of my ear, you weirdo.
Huh?
They were looking for new people every month there.
Yes.
Because it's a college town and people leave and they're in need of employees.
Oh. Folks, I just want to apologize for Jason's Hitler mustache. I didn't realize that he had that there.
They were always like, why don't you come and work here, dude? You're here all the time. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to work if I don't have to because my tax person tells me not to work because if I did, I'd be making too much money and it would put me in a higher tax bracket and I'd be fucked with taxes. That's why I don't work, folks. Oh. I have job skills. I can operate a cash register. I can add 2 and 2.
Can you? Yeah, like 2 pipes of meth plus 2 crack pipes is 4 pipes. Yay!
Job skills. My tax situation is such that I can't work because it would put me in a higher tax bracket and I'd be paying huge taxes. Okay? My mother was in the same position, and people were always jealous of her, too. It's jealousy.
What? It seems like your mom, no offense to the deceased, got money from life insurance from your dad. What's jealousy? Oh, you can't. You drove somebody to death. I'm so jelly. I should make a $300,000, $700,000 life insurance policy and drive my spouse to death. And then I won't be so jealous anymore. Come on, Rev, get off the high horse and just get high.
Yo, Jason, real quick, dude. No, nobody's jealous because you can't work. At least I don't think that they are. They jealous that you know. And what you just said about the tax thing would be actually kind of dumb too, considering that if you would have actually started working, I believe you would have had to pay federal income. Let's say you got a job making minimum wage or whatever, right? Which is probably the only thing you could probably do. You don't even, you barely know how to paint, man. You know what I mean? I'm just keeping it real. But you would have paid federal income tax, you would have paid state tax, you would have paid Social Security, you would have paid a little bit of a Medicare and a couple of other things. But then it wouldn't have been that much. So you're full of it, dude. You're totally.
They made us agoraphobic. They made people that wouldn't normally be. You know what I mean? Just stay in your house for a year. You know, like, no. How about no? How about no? You know what I mean?
Totally full of it. You're talking like you're on Social Security or something, dude. Like, honestly, you don't know what you're talking about, dude. You really don't. But again, the last stream is going to come. The last stream is going to come, and it may even be pre-recorded.
Oh.
But
look at you.
I don't know yet. I'm probably going to do a live though. But it's going to be at least 2 hours since I got something planned, and it's not going to be a documentary, but it's going to definitely be the end of the end of the end with this. And Shanny, don't you ever get back on social media again and tell me I destroyed your life. I'm not the one on here smoking weed. I'm not the one doing wakey bakies. I'm not the one spending my money on stupid stuff. I'm not the one on here beating up my man while claiming that no one should touch a woman. I'm not on here calling people the N-word, you know what I mean, because you have a disagreement with them or whatever. I'm not the one on here telling everybody what's going on in my life and everything and whatnot. Take some responsibility for yourself. I'll see you guys in the next one, and that will be the final one regarding Shanny and Rev. Now, as far as this racist stuff that I have, the Geek Room contacted me. What's his name?
Neckbeard
both
1.
members of them. Well,
Neckbeard 2.
Members, but there's Tatted and then there's CF contacted me, and they want the racist text that I have. I have one of them on here.
Yes.
When I find the other ones and I put them on my phone, well, actually, I got to put them on the other phone. I will Skype them to you. If you send me a Skype request, I'll send it to you on Skype, or I will make a video, put it on a private, and then you can download it that way. All right. Yeah, those two. Yeah.
Well, it seems like G-Man's.
All right, guys. So thank you for not super chatting, because I really didn't have time to. My battery's almost dead too. I didn't really have time to keep reading that stuff while I was doing what I was doing. I appreciate it though. All right. So I'm gonna go to my outro. Next video will be 2 hours long. I don't care if you snipe it. You better do something with it, because I'm gonna delete it in half an hour after I do it that day. All right. See y'all later.
And I guess I will try to actually snipe that one. You know, G-Man agreed to tell me when he was actually going to play the video. This way I'm ready for it as it's going, because sometimes he does it earlier, but hopefully I'll get to do that, because I'm curious to see what else he has. But it's crazy, folks. It's been a wild ride, and just to show you everything of this wild ride, this is her from May 7th, 2019. Now, just judging by this picture, you cannot tell me that that's just marijuana. I refuse to believe it. What is this? I don't know. It's like she's got bubbles on her arms.
All right, Chris, I promise you, Chris, this is the last video I'm going to make about you. But I need to ask you something.
Stronger than I look.
This is for our son's sake. You know, Zachary's sake. I just received a phone call from the school, right? And Zachary was so upset about me being so upset yesterday about you doing what you're doing. You know, I'm so upset. Yesterday was Zachary's birthday. So you gotta understand, it left a fucking impact on Zachary. And I was crying a lot of the day. You know, I was trying to hide it. I was trying.
All right, just a little background for the new people watching. Shanny's in with Rev at this point, Jason. Shanny's talking about Chris, not the biological father of those kids. That guy is Meth Head Doug, and I will refer to him as such. He's the biological. So there was Doug, Meth Head Doug, then there was Chris, and then there was Rev. So she's talking about a guy that she just shacked up with, like not even that long. Got married to him, and he basically married her just to have her get her kids out from CPS, because her kids were already taken at with the first husband. He married her to help her. And then she was having phone sex with Rev and talking to guys. And then Chris cheated on her with her friend. He got a BJ. And then they called it quits. She went after his brother with a hatchet, which is a small axe. And anyway, so that's kind of the story. So he has no blood relation to her children at all. He realizes what it was. She knows what it is. But this is just more manipulation on how Shanny treats people to make people feel like you should feel bad because of how our relationship ended. No, you should focus on Jason. And if you have problems with the kids, you should talk to Meth Head Doug about it. But that's just my opinion.
But you upset me so bad. So I gotta go over to school. And Zachary's so upset, he said he wanted to kill himself. Because he thought me and Jason would break up because of the shit you've been doing, and he'd been seeing me cry, and he's been hearing us in a room. And he legitimately thought that me and Chris were gonna break up, and he did not have another dad again. So I'm asking you, or to keep for those boys, for Zachary and William, just stop this war with me. Stop it, Chris.
She spent
for
most
our
of
sons.
it.
For our sons. You got mad at me. Yeah, I get it. You got mad at me, and you cheated on me. Because I had a friendship with Jason. I get it. You did wrong. You feel bad, and you're trying to justify yourself. I fucking get it, Chris.
Yeah, like, why can't anyone understand, like, phone sex? It's just friendship, you know? It's like I whacked them off, you know? It's casual. It was my hand, folks. It was her hand. That's how I feel like. It's just friendship. Like, okay, you call that friendship.
But I can't have my son kill himself because he thinks he's going to constantly lose another dad because of you.
Wow.
And it's not only Zachary, Chris. It's William, too. I've gotten phone calls from the school, too. Because of you leaving me, of William wanting to kill himself. And telling the school he wants to die. Because of this shit that goes on between me and you. Both of those boys want to die because of what you did. And they both threatened it too, because they miss you. And I think they always will because you were their dad. And Jason can't replace you.
Whoa.
He knows it too.
Whoa.
But you're their dad.
No, he's not. He's not their dad. Doug was. Wow. So, like, again, I'm not going to give Jason any points for what he's done, but I can understand and I could see where the cracks started to crumble in this relationship. I could see, you know, where these warning shots, these little jabs, remember, these little jabs end up to one big jab. You know what I mean? All these little things, and I've seen it. And then I would see Rev finally start to fight back Shanny, you know, because to me, she's the manipulator. She is the abuser. Can she push people? Definitely. But with all that being said, she doesn't understand that these little jabs make it worse, will make somebody lose it.
And you abandoned him for so long. For what? A grudge? Because I'm his friend? And then you call it an emotional affair so you could have some excuse to cheat on me? Like, who gave you this idea about the emotional failure anyway, Chris? It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It's all in the fucking past. What matters now is taking care of those boys. What matters now is those boys not wanting to die because of you.
Wow.
Because you decided to walk out of their lives. And while you're bashing me, did you ever think maybe you could be affecting them by affecting me so negatively? Is that what you want? You want the boys miserable? You want me miserable so the boys can be miserable?
You know how you can tell it's bullcrap? That it's so easy for her to stop crying at a moment's notice.
$800. I spent $100.
Gman gave me the best dick the other day. It was so good.
Crash Cootercoot donated $5 through Super Chat. Draven, we're friends. Will you whack me off? It's only your hand. Cold sweat smile rolling on the floor, laughing tears of joy.
And it would be laughing tears of joy because I got a grip. Thanks, Crash. You know what I mean, though, bro. She's just like, it's no big deal. Like, it's not really. No, okay. But you do you. You do you, sis.
Just so you can have some fucking sense of justice. And why are you contacting Dragnot to talk about me anyway?
Oh.
You're gossiping about me, Chris, and you're telling people our personal.
All right, 5 minutes and 15 minutes in, folks. Now, I just want to just preface that. Yeah, I do this for a reason. It took her 5 minutes and about 15 seconds for her to get to the friggin' point of what this whole video is about. It's not about she misses him. The kids miss him. Oh, even Rev knows that he's not good enough to fill your shoes. Oh, yeah, I'm not. Oh, yeah, you could bang her better than me. Oh, yeah, you had experience. I just had a real doll. It has nothing to do with that. And all to do with that he talked to somebody else to find out, like, hey, is she really as disgusting as she says she is? Or and that we've seen? Or is this what she calls the performance art that she stole from me? Is this performance art? Is this pretend to get donos and views on the internet? You know, get that attention. Any attention coming at me is good attention. And that's it. That's all that was about. She's mad that he taught to what she would refer to as the enemy.
Business.
Yeah, right.
And it's gotten to the point that
those
two
are gone.
boys want to fucking die, and I'm not gonna have my sons die because of you. Because if one of them, I'm telling you, if one of them commits suicide because of your ass, I am fucking asking you. And I won't do it legally. But why don't you do the right thing, Chris? Why don't you do the right thing instead of thinking of your own ego? Those boys are hurting that you're not in their life. They are hurting, and you're too fucking more worried about fucking views and drama and shoving it out to me again.
Ooh, no, Cats, you know, I'm sure you know as well as I do. The only time that they called was when Shanny was doing OnlyFans, and the kids at the school found out about it and were teasing her sons, and the one wanted to, you know, just didn't want to hear it, you know, because he was embarrassed because his mother won't listen to him. Just like how he would tell his mom, don't go to the supermarket with me. Mom, don't go to my school. I mean, come on. You can't blame Dragoons for, Mom, don't come to my school or don't go to the supermarket. He didn't want to be around her. She embarrasses him. So that's nobody's fault. And when they try to bring her son to the hospital to get looked at, she had to put it on the internet, and she refused to get out of the car because she doesn't, quote unquote, go into hospitals. So great mother of the year here.
You're laughing, you making fun of me for hurting for losing you. That is disgusting. You said you loved me. We shared years together. We shared the same bed together.
Yeah.
We shared sons.
Shared son. That's not his kids.
And here's the thing. You know I have mental illness. All of you know I have mental illness.
Then get off the line.
And you like to trigger, purposely, my mental illness so I can be like this and be miserable.
Can you imagine just someone asking, hey, is that true? What she says is triggering her mental illness. Asking for confirmation if what the crazy stuff she would say online about her and her Rev and the kids and her exes, how is that triggering mental illness? People want confirmation because she lies. Shanny, you lie. You lie all day. And people, and this, but and the reason why, like, I put this video with Gman is because it's the same script, different characters. Now G-Man is Chris. Now G-Man is the person who anyone who knows information about her personally, she will dogpile them when they turn on her. That's just what Shanny does every time. I've seen her do it like at least 15 times now with all different people. Same thing. They were this, they were that, they were this, they were that. People knew that they couldn't, hold a candle to you, and now you're, going to my enemies. Same crap, folks.
And this isn't me playing the victim. This is me telling the truth. I didn't go after you, Chris. You don't like being told that you cheated? Well, you shouldn't have cheated. I did it. I was good to you and I loved you. Those boys loved you and now they want to die because of you not being in their life. And I have to deal.
Oh, that Two Finger. That was Crash. Who gave you that? But thanks for being here, dude.
With it, and you little fucking coward, you don't have to deal with it. You're not there to hug them and hold them and wipe their tears because they miss their dad.
Well, neither are you.
You don't have to pay therapists so they can go to therapy so they can fucking deal with this shit.
Oh, if anyone is wondering what this ugly looking red thing and lollipop looking thing in the corner is, it's a pipe, folks. It's a pipe.
You don't do any of that. So I'm asking you to stop. For those boys' sake, stop. Because they deserve a mother that is happy. They don't deserve a mother that is miserable because people can't fucking mind their own business and leave me the fuck alone.
Whoa, 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 whoa. She's calling out shots there. First of all, Shanny, you could have just turned it off anytime. Click, done. It's getting to me personally. I need to take a break. And again, this is where I'll feel like if people could just throw out mental illness after saying disgusting things to people and being sexual, and I mean, there's stuff that Shanny has done is absolutely disgusting. She's shown a lot of people her naked body unprovoked. If all she has to do is say that she's mentally ill, then I feel like on this platform there should be something put into place for people that are too mentally ill for their own good, and that would not be able to have them say stuff anymore. Because there really needs to be something put in place. I can't have somebody just shooting at everybody and then once people shoot back at her, then she claims my mental illness. It's my fibro. It's my this. It's my that. Well, if you're that mentally ill, then Google, YouTube should step in and take her channel so she can save her from herself,
My son's I stress out mom, but people won't leave me alone because people from the past who fucking told me it had nothing to do with me want to come back. It has nothing to do with me. It's me.
Whoa. She's becoming
You
Super
hate
Saiyan.
me so much, Chris. Why are you keep talking about me? Why are you going to people and making their breakup a spectacle? Michael, he tried to kill himself because of you. You're fucking dick. And if he does kill himself because of you, I will find you!
I will what? I will find you? Man. Yo, you think this is bad? Imagine if someone's at the McDonald's and they get their cheeseburger before she does.
Because you're hurting me and you're hurting our sons! Because you won't do the right thing!
And keep your mouth shut, right? You won't do the right thing and keep your mouth shut. That's what she's saying. This is just a big threat. You got to read between the lines when it comes to Shanny.
You kept choosing to do the right wrong thing over and over
Wrong
and
thing.
over again. You keep choosing to hate on someone that loves you. Because you can't get out of your head that I didn't cheat on you. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't cheat on you. I swear on the Holy Bible. I swear on the Holy Ghost. I never cheated on you. I swear on Yeshua HaMashiach's blood. I never cheated on you.
What? Okay, well, again, oral sex, not oral sex, phone sex, I guess is different to many different people, what they would consider that cheating. But Mo's, look, that's called censorship besides the low count enthusiast shit that makes hard content harder. Yeah, I hear you. It's just, I hate this argument that Shanny and others have said before that, you know, I am mentally ill and you can't say nothing against me because of my mental illness. I hate that. Personally, I hate that she can just go to that. And I feel like, okay, instead of maybe taking her down, maybe there's so many things that can happen. There's Google can contact them directly and be like, do you need someone to talk to? You understand that if you say stuff to people that they're going to say stuff back to you, and just understand there's this ping pong going on here. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying. And yeah, I agree. Everyone should always be, there should be freedom of speech, especially if you're in America. Please breathe, Shanny. Yeah, right? She's always big angry.
I love you, and you ruined your family! And now you fight my sons so upset because they want you more! They love you! The boys watched you, dumbass! They saw what you said about their mother, and now Zachary wants to kill himself!
No! That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I saw it. I saw the video. He did not like the OnlyFans. But think about this. Someone this, you know, like someone like her doing an OnlyFans when she knows people can't stand her online. And what did she expect? You know what I mean? I think some people don't understand that can get back to your kids. You know, there was just a woman that had her kids in a Catholic school that they found out that she did OnlyFans. She was making like $100,000 a month, but still they had to tell them you can't have the kids here because it, you know, wasn't a good look for the school. You know, that stuff like that happens. You know, don't expect if you do something like that, and anyone can do whatever they want, but understand that be prepared to have your kids find out because it does happen, unfortunately.
My baby! He just dead yesterday and he wants to die because of you!
She's the victim.
End this now. You need to come out with the truth and tell people the fucking truth and end this now and tell those boys you're sorry for abusing their mother like that and making them want to die. You piece of fucking shit. I will find you if Zachary kills himself. I will find you. Not that hard either. I know where you work, Chris.
Wow.
You still work at St. Anne's. Hell, do you want me to call up St. Anne's right now and tell them how you smoke pot? You can lose your job?
Wow.
Because I'm willing to do that for my son, so you can leave us the fuck alone.
So, what she just said there is, shut up and don't talk to Drag or anybody that asks about my life or in my history, or I'm going to call up your work and say that you smoke pot, and Shanny could do it all she wants, but you can't, and then you'll lose your job. That is awful. This has nothing to do with the kids. This has nothing to do with Rev. This has all to do with Shanny being mad that Chris was talking to other people about her. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, all I could say is if she was that mad, she could have sent some rebuttals and said, well, you know what, Chris, you know, we cheated on each other, blah, blah, blah. Because that's what it looks like. But she did also go after her, his brother. There's that.
You better step the fuck back, Chris. I am not gonna have my sons die because of you. You piece of shit. I want to kill you.
Whoa.
Right now, I want to kill you because of this. Oh. You made Zachary so upset he wants to kill himself because he watches you.
Wow.
And William watches you too. You think you want to hear that shit about their mother?
They can hear it in the next room.
And their dad?
Their dad. Yeah, by the way, they were literally in the next room hearing all this nonsense.
You never thought of them, did you? Through this whole thing, through this whole breakup, you didn't think about those boys once. Fuckface, end this for my son's sake, or I will find you.
Why is it okay for her to do it, huh? Why is it okay for Shanny to be able to threaten people with violence? But if anyone else does it, it's a problem. You notice that? What is up with that? Why is she so... Why is she okay? Well, like, I don't get that. I don't get it. But again, it's bullshit. You know what? I should actually play that video because that'll go good with this one. And then maybe I'll call after this. There's a video. There's a video of Chris talking, which is Shanny's second husband. Because she's only been legally married twice. You know, legally. Rev's always been a boyfriend because of the money situation. But yeah, I will play that. Thank you all for being here. Like the stream.
But most of it was unfortunately not. So we're gonna go with that. But let's have a cigarette because for old time's sake, we're gonna do this. Might as well do it right? I won't wait too long. Not like she did.
At least he's got more teeth than her.
Now, in the video she made, that's something like, get over it, I'm over it, you get over it, move on, I moved on, so you moved on, or some diddly shit like that. She'll probably delete the videos in the morning, probably be gone in the morning. So there's no point. If you didn't grab it now, you probably missed it. So I advise you want it for your own
Thank you for being
prosperity.
Here.
Better act quick. But let's see, where should we start? There's so much I can start with. So much. Like, listen to that video, it's like... Let's go into the fact that she worked. She made a big argument about how she worked, and I made her work, and I ruined her body because she had to work. What she didn't tell you is that every day that she went to work, I met her. I actually physically went to her work and walked her back home every day, like clockwork. You know? Another thing that she brought up is the fact that I had multiple affairs, which is not true. I only had one Uno affair, which I not downplayed, I'm not lied about, I've not even made excuses for. What I did was wrong, and I know it was wrong. I never, and to this day, I still not justify my actions. I should have been more of an adult and broke up the proper way, but I didn't.
You know what? I'm sure that's what it would have been like with her and Rev. If Shanny did find a job, Rev would probably have to walk her there, pick her up, the whole thing. Shanny can't do anything on her own.
Know how? I didn't know how. You know? So yeah, it was a moment of weakness on my part. Admittedly. I was wrong. I moved forward. That's not who I am. But actually, on her the whole marriage? No. And you know what's funny? You know, she says, oh, he just had me whenever, you know, he just used me for sex. But your biggest complaint
that was the only time I ever saw her with a tissue, Gary.
Thereof, which makes no sense, you know. We'll see. Another little fun thing she said in that video was when she was talking about the time she had to try to kill herself every found that I cheated or whatever. And how she tried so hard to cut herself, but nothing would cut her skin. You know why? It wasn't because she had magic, tough, scaled skin that did it. It was the fact that I spent 2.5 hours fighting everything she had to keep her from hurting herself in front of her children. May I add, her children were present, and they were coming outside to see what was going on several times. And I told them, you know, hey, boys, go outside. You know, this is okay. Well, mommy's okay. Well, I'm working on it, or whatever.
All right. I've covered this one before, so if you guys want to see it, I'm gonna go back to that one I was just playing. But this just shows like this is who Shanny is. You know, anyone who she talks against can always prove it through, you know, just coming out and speaking in their part, like, hey, this is not what happened at all. She's a friggin' liar. You know, blah blah blah. She does it all the time. But here, I'm gonna go back to playing this one.
You know, and though I get loud and angry sometimes, it's part of my personality. and just get used to it, because it's not me being all mean and vicious. You know, for some reason, people have this saying in their heads where, you know, loud means angry, and it doesn't.
Loud doesn't mean angry.
It may just mean passionate.
I don't know. She seemed pretty passionate there when she threatened to end Chris right now and go to his work. She's gonna show up at his work because she's talking to somebody, like the bully she is.
And nah, don't be concerned about them haters. They just want you to be worked up and even hate on each other. That's what I'm thinking. I think they really want to try to see me and Jason like go rowing back and forth over the internet, and we have a no contact order, so that's not gonna happen. And also, we know we love each other, and we're going to be together no matter what. You know, nothing's ever going to stop that. Separating us isn't going to stop us from wanting to be together. We're soulmates. We're soulmates.
Yeah, we'll see about
love each
that.
other and respect each other. And frankly, I don't think the police would have thought I was such a danger if you guys didn't call the police on me all the time over your fabricated events, what you think is true, because you believe fucking moron stories and rumors about me.
I just show your content.
I think it would have, you know, the cops wouldn't think I would have been such a threat, because I'm not a fucking threat at all. Yeah, I get angry. Yeah, I get loud. I'm Italian. Do you not know who my mother is? You know, so...
I hope she's not Italian.
I sit here. Fits into cup holders like the palm of your fin. Wow, I did not know they had like a fish in the back of this water bottle. Look, it's a fish. Thank you, Smart Water, for giving me a fish. I didn't even notice the fish. It's a fish. A fish on a water bottle fits into cup holders like the palm of your fin. Interesting. Whatever. But this rumor mill with me has to stop. It has to stop. Because the rumors are so fucking, like, beyond ridiculous. Like, do you really think of me as, like, some kind of sinister, like, evil person who's intent on just destroying the whole entire world?
Or kids' world, sure.
And what gives you an indication that I'm that type of person anyway? Like, what did I do to make you indicate that I'm that type of person where you, like, fabricate stories like that about me? And I find it so interesting.
Yeah, it looks like he
Why people believe your fucking bullshit stories, because they're so fucking extreme and bizarre. And they don't line up to fucking history at all.
I mean, if you look at everything, I can line up really easily. The time she talked against Chris's rebuttal, Chris talking to Drag, Chris's side of things, her side of things. Everything does line up if you actually watch all these videos together in an order. It certainly does line up. You know what I mean? You just have to know where to look and to watch them.
At all. Do they line up with history? So was I having an affair? I mean, you guys, another rumor is I was having an affair with Rev while I was with Chris. So was I having an affair with Rev while I was with Chris for his money? Is that when the scenario started? I didn't even know he had money then.
Oh, that's a lie.
I mean, I just want to know how the scenario works. You know, and did I purposely have Jason quit alcohol just so he can, like, fuck up his mind?
Purple Moon has just donated €5.99 through Super Chat. Sorry, I can't get Cash App here yet. I feel like I'm cheating on the replay crew. Tears of joy, so happy I got to catch a live Purple Heart. Thanks, Draven. Lovely community Purple Heart.
Well, thank you for the Purple Heart. Purple Moon. You have purple. That's awesome. Euros. I am so jealous. I was in Europe, but it was like 20 plus years ago. You know, I think I've watched a lot of this before. I was actually looking for the video where Shanny talks about her having phone sex with Rev, and but I think I'll save that for another time. But I do appreciate that. Here, I'm gonna play just another minute, and then I will probably get going, because it's almost it's getting late, and I have to make sure that my kids actually have dinner. Unlike this piece of crap who don't have her kids anymore.
I mean, your story doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
It's full of holes, and I can't believe there are fucking morons out there that actually fucking believe this shit. I just don't understand why people believe this shit about me.
Because there's proof of it.
Like, I've spent my whole life given to people and taking care of people. I spent my whole life advocating for human rights and animal rights. On my page, it talks about love even. I talk about love all the time. But yeah, I turned into this vicious psycho people. It's like they really do want to believe the scenario that I'm malicious, because whenever I'm...
This scenario. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Replay crew, what's up? I do see you. I do see you, and I know you guys always can't make it. I'm gonna try to do different times, because I know there's a lot of people who want to hang out and be a part of a live and maybe get gifted a membership. So I'm gonna try to do different times. But thanks everyone just for hanging out. It's been like about 2 hours. I'll be live maybe Monday or Tuesday, and there's other things I want to get into. But if you're a member and you want to stay a member, make sure you keep going and you re-up for the next month. Please subscribe if you're not. I want to get to 2,000 by the end of the year. That would be great. That would be huge. And I would love everyone forever if you want to do that. Remember, if you're a member, you get access to the members only Discord. Yes, you have to be subscribed and a member to be part of the members Discord. I don't know why I gotta say that, but apparently I do, because there's idiots out there who like to say disgusting jokes to people and get everyone in trouble. And they don't realize that, like, when they go into a members Discord and talk shit, like, it's ain't gonna end up well. But that's it. That's all. Thank you all for hanging out. I love the support. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. If I hear anything, I will make a video, or I'll put it in my community tab. Otherwise, when Gman makes this 2-hour video, I will snipe it. I will be there for it. Hopefully it's not early in the morning though. But that's it. Like the stream, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace, go. Bye-bye.